Now, these sound quite bewildering, intimidating, to say the least. And we, with 1.4 billion population now, I think April 13th we're going to be the largest populated country in the world forever in the future that we can think of, because China is going to drop after that. And if India is going to be that. India also prides itself on right now being the 5th largest economy, and by 2030 we are expecting to be the 3rd largest economy. And obviously, as we catch up on our average per capita GDP, we're going to be going to the 10 and 15 trillion size, which means we are going to be the top 3 players in the world, which gives us negotiating ability, and which also gives us a responsibility that we should be a player in this. Now, what is the Indian government in this space? Where is it the Indian government with reference to supporting research, etc. on AI? One. Second is taking a cue from what Gerd said, and if we were to sort of mobilize humanity to come up with a a cooperative act like the nuclear moratorium and referendum, etc. that we had. Isn't it a very, very important opportunity that India has right now to be able to sort of be that leader and probably sort of look at other countries which are obviously smaller than India from a collective bargaining point of view and become the leader to start putting these limits out there?
Just a brief comment, and then I think we should go on, yeah? So the key question in my view is not, when we look at the future, not about what is possible. The answer of that is pretty much anything is possible. Right? Can you upload your brain to the internet? You can kind of do that today if you have, but in 10 years, probably. Right? The question is not what we can do, but what we want. Who do we want to be? Right? And this is the key question for India, in my view. The question is, what does India want to be as a country, as a people, what is the nature of what you want, rather than saying this is what America or China wants, right? And the question isn't just one of wanting revenues and growth and profit and jobs, and that is a trivial question, right? The question is ultimately of the purpose, the destination, beyond all of those things, right? So that's why I say digital India, and that's all nice and fine, but you can't define a country by a tool. You define a country by culture, by people, by the purpose. Right? You can't say, well, Germany is, Mercedes-Benz or great cars or whatever. That's just not the future. I think to be fit for the future, we have to decide on what we want and what does it mean and what we're going to do as a result of that. Right? And that has a lot to do with what we do with technology and how we guide it. And if we do that, then ultimately it means sitting down at the table with Europe, China, US, and Africa, sooner or later, to hammer out what the rules are. That, in my view, not having rules would be the worst case. Like Callum said, we're going to become technology if we don't have rules. And I don't want my kids to be technology.